Hello, welcome to Mangobit Private Limited in this new tutorial series for WordPress for beginners, and this is freelance education training program sponsored by mangobit.co.uk. The voice you are hearing is of Tayyab Aziz, CEO of Mangobit Private Limited, and without any delay I will take you to the back panel of a flywheel server, and this is the installation instance of a WordPress website. I will take you to the view website. Just click on it and it will take us to the website that is currently built on this server. These are the two buttons, admin and view site. By clicking view site, it will take us to the home page of a website. It's taking some time. This is the URL mango.local, and here we go. So primarily WordPress is a blog. It is showing the recent posts or the active posts on this channel. So we will type wp-admin here and it will take us to the login screen of this WordPress instance. I will enter admin and the password is admin123. I just created a few moments ago. I previously described all the aspects of installing a WordPress website on a local server, that is Flywheel. I have a video on XAMPP as well on my channel. You can go there if you want to learn with XAMPP environment or RAMP or LAMP, any web server. Flywheel is the most flexible server for WordPress. I do recommend to my students and clients. Okay, it is taking a bit of time because this is an earlier version of a WordPress. By time you are watching this video, I have updated the WordPress to the latest version, and I can take you to the admin panel from the Flywheel instance the same way, instead of just typing wp-admin. But you will not have this on your live environment, so I would recommend you to use wp-admin. So this is the dashboard and we are on the home page of the dashboard. Here we can click on the home page to get ourselves here. The another tab is of updates, and this is very important tab of WordPress. We do have something like WordPress updates, the variants of WordPress. WordPress normally periodically checks off all the variants here, or we can manually check it again. Also we can reinstall the WordPress core files here. We do have some kind of disruption in our website. We have made some stupidity here. We can rectify it. Plugins are up to date, and I will just click on themes to get updated. It will take some time because the communication right now is between my local server and the live environment. But if I do have this on my live server on any hosting, then the communication will be from the web server to the WordPress.org server. That will be much faster, and the themes will get updated at much faster rate. So just give it some patience and we shall wait for this to update the themes. Okay, bingo, themes are updated now, and we shall move towards the next step, the next tab, that is posts. WordPress is actually primarily a blog, and we can have all the posts here. We can create new posts from here. We can have some taxonomies and tags. So this is hello world screen. By default WordPress has a hello world post. We are familiar with this from matriculation when we started our programming in C language. Then let's go to add new the post. We are adding a new post here, and we shall click on add new as well for creating a new post. Here this is a block editor, also known as Gutenberg editor, and this is a major update in 2019 of the version of WordPress website. To have a to replace the classic editor with this Gutenberg, we can add the title like this way, and we can add some descriptions here. So it has replaced, and it is more fun to create posts, to create blogs. So this is actually a blog based wireframe system, the Gutenberg, so we can organize and sort our blog post in that way. Next we shall move to categories. Here we can also perform some bulk actions. By default is all the posts are uncategorized. We can change this setting from the general settings of our blog. no, sorry, the writing. It has 3 fields, 4 fields: name, slug, the categories. It has some concept of inheritance and description, and description is important for SEO. We can sort our WordPress website into different categories. So let's give it a name: news. I will leave the news empty. The slug will be the URL. We will talk with much more detail in our videos. That will be the practical videos that we will use in coming sessions, and I will explain it to you. Next is tags, and I'm planning to explain it to you in e-commerce section, or when I will create some blogs here. I will take you side by side with everything. Then the next thing is media. We have a library and we can add our own. Just click on library. It will have everything that a media is. We can have all types of media files here. Okay, let's move to the pages, and here we can have all pages, or we can add new. Primarily WordPress is a blog. The pages are the backbone of a WordPress website. We can show the content on pages. Like if I do have a website of 4 pages offering my services, what will it be? The 4 pages will be home, about us, services, and contact us, and I will separate and sort my website into beautiful pages here. So this is a very beautiful thing of WordPress, that the wireframe of WordPress is laid upon on actual pages, but we have to do some tweaks when we are customizing these settings. We can use the pages or edit the same way like posts. Next is about comments. The comments are a kind of management of your comments on your blog posts or your e-commerce products. You can have an overview of that. The next tab is of appearance. This is very important. From themes to plugin theme editor, I can have widgets and menus here. I'm taking you to the theme editor, where you can actually see the code of that theme. This is a very important thing of WordPress instance. We can create our own themes, or we can make changes to the existing theme according to our taste. But I would recommend you that if you do have your own theme, or if you do want to make change of your theme, if you want to make some changes on your theme like CSS tweaks, like PHP, I would recommend you to create a child theme. This is very important. WordPress recommends you to have a child theme, so that whenever you do make some updates on your code of WordPress, you do not destroy the theme parameter, the hooks the theme is using to communicate between the database and the WordPress itself. The next is plugins. The plugin is a complete tool set of adding some functionality, some sort of widget kind functionalities in the WordPress websites. I will use some plugin. If I am gonna make an e-commerce website, I will use the WooCommerce, the most important plugin for an e-commerce site to have. Same way, we can change the plugins as well in this instance, in this video. So plugins are an important part of a WordPress website. If we want to make a static website to some rock and roll kind of stuff, we will do some amazing plugins, and we shall install them, and we shall have something really very cool. The next is user management. All users, creating or adding a new user, or visit my own profile. I am gonna click on all users. Here I can see the admin user that I am actually, and it has an administrator role. We can sort the users with their importance and what kind of access to be delivered to that users. We assign a role to a user, from subscriber to administrator, or we can have some bulk actions as well, just like the library or post. I will click on add new user. The required fields are username and email. Another thing is to understand that subscriber is a random visitor which can subscribe or which can sign up on your blog. If we do have something like an e-commerce website, we have another category like customer and shop manager. So I can have a lot of categories here. If I do have some specific user role, I can create it with WP user. Your username and email are mandatory here. Password is we can generate, or we can use our own, and we can check the notification to send to the user. If he gets registered here, so he can have something like a notification that you have your username has been created. So let's get to the tools. Available tools are import, export, tags and taxonomies, converters. We can have fresh install, we can erase some data, we can have everything. In the settings tab, we have general, writing, media, permalinks and privacy. Permalinks is a kind of thing that we can discuss in SEO. Let's go to the general, site title, taglines. We can have formats, we can have some default settings of our website here. We can have default URLs like the protocol that is being used here, formats, time zone and everything like this. Writing has something like categories, default categories. I told you earlier I can change this setting through the settings that what's the default category of our WordPress website. Right now it is uncategorized and I will leave it here. And this is the default post format. Right now we do have standard format, and the mail server mail.example.com, it will use the domain name here and the port forward it here and the login name as well. These are the default settings of your WordPress email, like POP3 access or IMAP. This uses, I think, a POP3 access while generating emails from your website. Default mail categories uncategorized. I can select news or anything. For updates, I can update the services from Codex, and I will explain it when I will use speed optimization of WordPress website in coming future. Let's go to the reading tab, and the home page displays a static page or your latest page. This was the tweak I was talking about earlier, that we can have something like this. We can use a page. I haven't created any page. This is a sample page. I can use it as a home page, or I can have a page that shows latest posts. Then we can set some settings like blog pages show at most 10 posts, and then after that we can have a navigation kind of thing. So this is all about the we can also discourage search engines from indexing this site, but I don't think this is a good or preferred practice. Then discussion media permalinks. I will explain the permalinks when I will create series of SEO from basic to advanced. Right now we do have a post name permalink, and this is the best thing that I do recommend to my clients. I don't want you to add some kind of category or some base URL, but when we do have some kind of e-commerce website, we do use things like we do add some categories, but this is not a good practice for SEO. So this was the brief overview of a WordPress dashboard, and I will explain complete process of creating websites in my coming videos. Till then, bye bye, take care.